Okay, next up, what we have on the show is a very special guest, Nina. She is a business owner of Koru Coaching and a mother of two, and she's got an interesting testimony for us today. Hello, Nina. Welcome to the show.
Hi, and hi everybody, and thank you for having me, Florence.
You're welcome. So can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your life story?
Okay, so I am from Christchurch, from the
Yes.
South Island, and I'm from a big family.
Yes.
And I was brought up by my parents in a very Christian way. So those values of being Christian were very important to me. I travelled when I was in my late 20s to the Middle East, where I met my husband and had two lovely children who are now 14 and 8. And we lived there for 19 years, and I returned home about a year and a half ago.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell you why I call myself the Koru Coach. Of course, we all know the koru. It's from a beautiful fern. And I truly believe that as one bud blossoms and it comes out,
Yes.
it lives its full life, and then it will drop to the ground and rejuvenate for another tree or leaf to actually
That's
form.
beautiful, yeah.
So where I am right now in my life is I found life coaching, and that's when I met you in March of this year.
Because we did that course together.
We did our
The
life coaching
yes.
course, and I feel that I have brought my children home to a new place, a whole new environment. But I also want to talk about how it was challenging coming back. It was quite stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I'd, never planned that I would spend so much time on my own. I wasn't used to. It was great being a mother, and that was one of my goals, is to be the homemaker and to take care of the children.
Yes.
But there came a point where I felt a bit lost in my life. I did spiral. I actually, at one point, got so low that I was depressed. I had anxiety, and of course the first thing you do is you will see a doctor.
Yeah.
But their method of medicating was really not something that I agreed with. And
So you went to see a psychiatrist, or
at that point, I actually believed that not only will my support from my family who are Christian, but not just my faith, but I felt that also I could put other measures in there to help me. So I was really on a journey through the internet to search for things like the Mind Valley. You may have heard of Mind Valley, as well as Mel Robbins, who talks about different techniques. And one of her techniques, which I want to share with you, really worked for me. She would count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I would pinch myself when I would have. Well, that sort of took me away from what I was thinking about, which I knew was self-sabotage. It was thoughts that were not positive about myself. And at one point I was so low that I honestly thought, my life was over. But it wasn't. Actually, what I learnt from this journey was it was the beginning of a new life, and not to worry and not to be scared. And when I met you earlier this year, I met some amazing people of all different backgrounds, and I really did feel, I don't know for you, but I felt it was the first time that I felt that I was a part of something special.
It was good, yeah.
It was great,
I really enjoyed it.
And I think we all got to transform in our own way and to heal in our own way.
Yes.
And since that time, I was able to structure my life a little bit more. Now, with a lot of hard work and a lot of positive thoughts, I moved on and decided that I wanted to start my own business.
So now you're building up your business and trying to work on that
Yeah,
at the moment?
absolutely. I've been a career coach for about 13 years already, and the course that we took just gave me the tools to make sure that I am, the technique that we're using as well as the skills that we were taught and trained, I'm using those in my everyday life. And whether I'm a mother, whether, I have other people out there that have gone through some sort of depression or gone through anxiety, I know what you are feeling. I understand what you are going through, and it's very important that you are trusting in yourself. There are all sorts of different aspects, including spa management is another area that I've also touched on as well. And I holistically look at all the elements of what it makes a person to be whole, and that you're comfortable with that person that you are. And sometimes it is about just putting the mirror up and saying, just trusting in yourself and believing in yourself and standing up for yourself. And once you get to that point, there is just this natural feeling of peace, and I think that's where I am today. Thank God.
Yeah. So how did you get out of that spiraling place?
Yeah. We've got a choice, I believe.
Yes.
And the choice is, do we roam or do we walk with our head up? Do we have our eyes open? Are we listening?
Yes.
And are we leaning in towards life? Are we really leaning in like we should? Are we really taking care of ourselves? Being a mother is one of the most wonderful gifts that I've been given.
Yes.
And being a leader and
you do
coach.
it really well too.
Thank you.
I must say.
Thank you. But it's just about, finding that network of friends, family support.
That's really important, isn't it, to have a lot of support with you?
Absolutely. And, what I'm trying to set up in this community living on the North Shore, and hopefully other communities out there in Auckland, is to have group sessions for women to feel comfortable, but also for our fathers who have also played a huge role in their families, and just to bring the communities together and support each other.
So empowerment with women and men.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter. I think we all need support. And what life coaching has given me is an opportunity, and I believe this is my gift, is to listen intently, not to judge, obviously, and to help that person by holding their hand with all the love from my heart, and just to walk them through that journey. And for me, that's just what I feel that I can do for other people.
Oh, awesome. And if somebody's listening out there that wants help, what's the number that they can call you on?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can first email me at janine.gemmell1@gmail.com.
Yes.
You can also call me if you need to call me, and that's 021 023 09846.
That's
or
great.
if you forget that, I will have a website very soon called Koru Career Coach.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and all the best to you with your new business ventures.
Thank you, and amen.